Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some Friday Night Football highlights. Thanks for hanging out with us. Now, as with every Friday night, we have a slew of high school games on tap. But before we get to that, it's only right that we kick this party off with our Pape Machinery Game of the Week. ABC 10's Matt George has been at Oak Ridge High School all Friday night long, and he joins us with more.
Just in week 2 of the high school football season, still months away from playoff football, but this might as well be a playoff matchup. The Grant Pacers, defending state champions, versus SFL juggernaut, the Oak Ridge Trojans. It's your Pape Machinery Game of the Week. If you're into gritty physical football, this is the matchup for you. The Trojans never say no to a challenge, and the Pacers always bring one. Grant strikes in the first quarter, living up to their name with this breakout touchdown run from senior Wayshawn Parker, 56 yards to the house. But the Pacers weren't done there. Second quarter, put 6 more on the board thanks to this connection from junior quarterback Luke Alexander to senior Tuku Tolo. Grant is rolling, and they even stuff Oak Ridge at the goal line to bring all the momentum into halftime. But then the third quarter happened. There are no words to describe this quarter, but I'll do my best. First, the Trojans finally get on the board as sophomore Jason Womack barely gets this ball across the goal line. The shutout is broken, and now the Oak Ridge student section is getting involved. Their energy can change a game, and change it did. Pacers fumble the handoff, and now the Trojans have a chance to take the lead. The offense had struggled all night to put together a big play, so head coach Casey Taylor went deep into his playbook. Womack goes from a rushing touchdown minutes before to a passing touchdown on the trick play. The man isn't a quarterback, but he could have fooled me. Oak Ridge takes the lead, but they aren't done. Still in the third quarter, junior quarterback Joaquin Graves Mercado hits the big man, Caleb Edwards, wide open over the middle for 6 more. The wheels are falling off for Grant, while Oak Ridge is all gas and no brakes. Still in the third quarter, Grant pinned back inside their end zone. Marquez King Johnson is taken down in the end zone for a safety. All 21 of Oak Ridge's points came in that wild third quarter, but believe it or not, the Pacers still had a chance to win this game. 7 seconds left, down 3. Alexander throws one up for the win, but the Trojan defense bats it away. Oak Ridge defeats Grant 21-18, delivering as great of a Pape Machinery Game of the Week as we could ask for.
Always a thriller there. Thank you, Matt. Now, we're just getting started with our Friday Night Football coverage. We have so many more games on deck. In the meantime, the cheerleaders from Hiram Johnson High School, they want to tell you a little something.
We are the Hiram cheerleaders, and you're watching Friday Night Football on ABC 10.
Thank you. We'll take you out to that game shortly. But before we do, you can bet your bottom dollar that every year St. Mary's out of Stockton and Central Catholic out of Modesto have one game circled on their calendars. And it's when they clash heads in the 209's version of the Holy Bowl. Let's head on over to my hometown of Stockton, where the Rams are hosting the Central Catholic Raiders. Now, these are 2 of the top teams in the section. And if you love high-scoring offense, you're going to love this game. Early on, St. Mary's with the ball. Samson Hunkin is going to fire this ball into Caden Ward. And look at the juke move right here. What? Oh, Ward picks up a nice chunk of yardage. A little later on, Hunker through the air again. Watch the catch right here by Ivan Horta. My goodness, give that kid a contract. Here, buddy. But here come the Raiders. Tyler Rentworth in the pocket. He throws a pass to Trace Anderson for the touchdown. I told y'all we had a lot of offense in this game. The Raiders on attack again. This time, Whitworth says, I'll do the dirty work all by myself. He sprints in for the touchdown. This game was more back and forth than an Aaliyah song. In the end, St. Mary's wins this one 42-33, and Tony Frank's squad moves to 2-0 on the season. Now, staying in the 209, we had a great matchup between the Manteca Buffaloes and the Granite Bay Grizzlies on the campus of Manteca High. If you love defense, well, you're going to love this one. Defensive battles are great for the teams, but bad for highlights. So I don't have much action to show you guys from this. Both of these teams can run the ball hard. I mean, I call that good old smash mouth football. In the end, Manteca got the victory 15-0. The final is they outlast the Sierra Foothill League squad, the Granite Bay Grizzlies. Yes, that is Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus, and there's definitely a party on the campus of Jesuit High School in Carmichael. This is one of the best student sections I've ever seen, and I don't know what you call that dance there, but that kid is getting it. All right, now this is the first Friday night football game at Jesuit in quite a few years, so the students feeling it. All right, we'll pick this up in the third quarter, Jesuit ball. This kid, CJ Lee, a straight-up baller. Don't believe me, just watch. He threw for 184 yards and a touchdown, rushed for a bunch on the ground. I mean, he's like a cheat code. Later in the quarter, how about that Marauder defense? They swarmed the quarterback like gravy on mashed potatoes. Jesuit had 5 sacks on the night. This game, all Marauders, they defeat Bishop Minot at Reno 30-14. Coach Blanton's team goes to 1-0 on the season. Well, it's a new era at Hiram Johnson High School in Sacramento. On Friday night, the Warriors debuted their brand new stadium with state-of-the-art shiny LED lights. Or as my friend Rihanna would say, shine bright like a diamond. Let's head on over to Johnson High. The Warriors taking the field for the first time in their brand new stadium. And of course, you know that home crowd was going to show up and show out. Now check this out. Before the game, Diego Ocana, he's doing the honorary drumming there. Now Johnson hosting the Bella Vista Broncos, and boy did the Broncos come in and spoil the party. Early on, Broncos driving, Aaron Moore puts up the pass. Look at the one-handed catch right here by Damian Rickett. Oh, you fancy, huh? A few plays later, Logan Farron, where you at? He takes the handoff, and watch him beast his way in for the touchdown. Bella Vista takes an early 7-0 lead. Now a little later in the quarter, Bella Vista driving again. Matthew Bunny takes the handoff, herbs the word, spins the verb, no diggity, no doubt. Johnson would put up a bit of a fight later in the game, but this one all Bella Vista. The Broncos win this one 36-16. Well, we're going to keep this show going. I'm not tired yet. Next, we're going to head to Wood Creek High School, where the Timberwolves welcomed in the Whitney Wildcats. To Roseville we go. And you know the thing about Wood Creek? They always have one of the best student sections, as you can see. All right, we'll pick this one up in the first quarter. Now, I'm not quite sure what James Williams had for his pregame meal, but apparently he had an appetite for sacking the quarterback. Mr. Williams was feasting on this night. He was eating up the Whitney quarterback like I eat up Hot Pockets in the middle of the night. Williams with 2 straight sacks early on. All right, now to the second quarter. Wood Creek in the red zone, and watch Hakeem Anderson lower his shoulder as he reaches pay dirt. This game, all Timberwolves. Ahoo! They go on to shut out the Wildcats 25-0. Staying in Roseville, the West Park Panthers hosting the Casa Roble Rams of Orangeville. The West Park student section trying to show the opposing team who's boss. We'll pick this up in the second quarter where Casa Roble showed them who's boss. Connor Campbell going deep, and like a good neighbor, Ethan Horner is there. The Rams are in business. Now later in the drive, Rams in the red zone. Campbell's gonna pitch the ball out to Daniel Renner. Watch Renner cut through the West Park defense like a hot knife through butter. Ooh-wee. Renner gets in for the touchdown. The Rams kick off their 2023 campaign with a bang. Casa Roble gets the victory 35-14, and they move to 2-0 on the season. Oh, I love it. Can you believe it? We're just in week 2. Oh, grab your popcorn and fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a wild season.